Why would your narcissistic mother play victim after destroying you and your siblings' relationships? Again, this is called triangulation. Triangulation is when the narcissistic parent, let's just say your mother, pits you against your brother and sister. She wants to keep you all divided up. Why? Because your narcissistic mother is deeply insecure. She's very toxic. She's very manipulative. She does things in private that are deceptive and demonic. She mistreats one child and she bullies that child into being silent. She praises the next child and puts that child up on a pedestal, buys that child extra gifts and rubs it in the other children's faces. She plays these mind games with each of her children and she treats them all differently, individually. And that is because she needs to keep them divided. Because her biggest fear is that her children will come together one day and they will sit together and compare notes and say, Mom did this to me. Mom abused me. Y'all don't know, but Mom stole money from me. And then the next child will say, oh, I didn't know that. Well, let me tell you about the time that Mom tried to flirt with my boyfriend. Y'all don't know about that, but I caught her talking sleazy to my boyfriend behind my back, and I thought it was inappropriate. And the next child might say, oh, I never told y'all that I overheard Mom telling all my personal business to the rest of the family and it broke my heart. I never said nothing to y'all about it, but she doesn't know that I know, but I overheard her telling all my personal business to my grandmother and my relatives, and it really crushed me because I asked my mom to keep it between me and her. I asked her, I confided in her and I trusted her. I feel so betrayed. So you and your siblings are sitting there comparing notes, and then what's going to happen is y'all are going to say, wait a minute. All these years, our mother has been playing these psychological mind games to keep us from getting close to each other. Our mother knows deep in her heart, if we all sat together and found out the truth, we all compared notes and we all came up with the conclusion that she's a piece of shit, she knows that we would cut her motherfucking ass off. And we would become close again as siblings and love on each other and protect each other in the name of God. You got to understand that a healthy parent will never divide her children. A healthy parent will raise her children up together. She will treat each child the same. All of them will get equal love, equal attention. Nobody's better than the next. Nobody's more special. She's not going to show favoritism to one child and shit on the other. A healthy parent raises her children up equally to love and protect each other and to stick up for each other through thick and thin. That's what a healthy parent does. No, not the narcissist though. The narcissistic parent will divide her children, pit her children against each other, have her children competing for her validation, spoil one child, buy this child more Christmas gifts than the other child, talk about one child, how fat and ugly one child is and how beautiful and successful the other child is, and then throw it in the other child's face to make the child feel insecure and inadequate. The narcissistic mother is a piece of fucking shit. Toxic parenting, splitting and dividing her children, wanting to see her children at odds, gossiping about her children, having one child secretly stalk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When y'all are adults and you're minding your business, living your life, and all of a sudden you got that toxic sibling trying to get in your business. Yeah, your sibling is trying to get in your business so she can take your business back to your mama so they have something to gossip about. Your mama has groomed and trained your sibling to be a narcissist too. That's why you got to cut the sibling off. So I say all this to say that your narcissistic mother could never have her children together as one, loving on each other, standing strong to protect each other from bullying, even if the bullying is done by the parent. She does not want her children coming together at all. She needs to be in control. She's the ringleader. She's the puppet master. I got to be in control of each of y'all. So she knows what she's doing when she spills rumors and lies and gossips to one child about the other child and tells this child this one over here. And I know my child confided in me about her personal business, but I'm going to tell my son over here anyway. And I'm going to have my son spreading lies and rumors about his own sibling. The narcissistic mother is a fucking messy, toxic ass bitch. And she wants to see her children fighting with each other. But here's the gag, y'all. Are you ready? Here's the gag. Here's where it gets real twisted and funny. Your narcissistic mama will sit up and play victim. I don't know why my children don't like each other. I always want my children to come home for the holidays and us all being family on Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that. I don't understand why my children just can't be together. We need to take a family portrait. We don't even have a family portrait together because all they do is fight. That narcissistic parent goes into victim mode. She's going to be a huge victim to the problems that she caused amongst her children. Now she's sitting up crying to family and her friends talking about, my children don't ever come around for the holidays. We could never be a family. They don't get along. She's sitting up complaining and crying victim, but she's the one that caused her children to be divisive to begin with. This toxic bitch has been controlling the narrative of her children's relationships. And now that her children don't want shit to do with each other, her children are not speaking to each other, and it looks bad on her because now family's looking at her like, bitch, I don't know about you, but my children come home on the holidays. My family is together. Now your mama looks like the outsider because family's looking at her like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with your children? They don't want to be around you, bitch. Something must be wrong with you. So now your mama has to go into damage control. First of all, she's going to play victim. I don't know why my children don't want to come around me anymore. I don't know if they don't come around for the holidays. They don't do nothing for Mother's Day. They don't, my kids, we all used to be a family. I don't know where I went wrong with my children. Then she's going to try to change the narrative. And this is why she stalks. When her children cut her off, she will forever stalk them because she's got to pull her children back in and do damage control. She needs to do damage control to save her image. It has nothing to do with her children. She's got to repair the damage she caused so that she looks like a saint again. Because everybody's looking at her like, bitch, you are a piece of shit for pushing your children away. So now she's going to do her best to try to pull her children back in so she can have her family back after she literally fucking destroyed her family. This is the behavior of a narcissistic mother. Your father can do the same thing too, but I'm just using your narcissistic mother as an example. This technique where they divide their children and got their children fighting and pitting against each other and all that, it's called triangulation. And let me just remind y'all, triangulation is the sign of the devil. This is biblical, honey. Don't let me get deep on here. Triangulation is the sign that you are dealing with demonic energy. Remember the story of Adam and Eve. It was the serpent that triangulated them against each other and turned them against God. They allowed that serpent to drive a wedge in between their relationship and their relationship with God. So you understand when someone is triangulating you and pitting you against someone, you are dealing with a strong demonic entity. Yes, your mother is a fucking demonic entity. Cut her off. And if your siblings want to follow behind her, they don't want to cut her off. They want to stay stuck on motherfucking stupid because they're narcissistic too. Cut your fucking siblings off too. We stand in the name of God. We don't deal with demonic energy. I've spoken.